Hello, my name's Trismegistus, and this is the Factorio campaign. This is episode 3. Episode 2 was a little bit of a mess. I found myself having to rebuild my base in a bit of a panic, having torn it down when I really shouldn't have. This time hopefully things will go a lot smoother. We are going to focus on building up defence. We're going to build a load of turrets and a load of walls, and then we're going to finish off the sort of tech side of the campaign, which should end the campaign overall, because it'll take us a while to build up this defensive structures I've got in mind. So yes, let's get going. First thing we're going to do is build some build a copper array. So what we want to do is a better can't build in one of them. A better version of the. Can I not? So put this on here. I'm not quite sure about this new hotbar. I mean, to be fair, well, I say that. I got more. Yeah, I don't know. I never thought I would use this eyedropper tool thing. I was like, well, what is this rubbish? And then I discovered it was basically awesome. And actually I used the eyedropper way more than I used the hotbar. I'm going to need to build a load of them, for which I need iron plate, which is not being produced in anything like the volumes it needs to be. So what can I do? I can halt production of my things so that there's a backup of iron plate, because I need the belt more than I do the plate. What we should actually do is start a machine producing belt, which is going to require cogs, isn't it? So what we can do... Oh, I've not got any inserters either. This is kind of the real game of Factorio, is that you need to build more to build more, if that makes sense. I'm going to make another one. Put that there. Yeah, there we go. So that'll make us plate. That'll make us belt, not plate. Don't need all of that going up there, do I? Well, I might eventually. So we want. This needs to be somewhere where it will actually get access to iron ore. And I'm going to need another bunch of inserters. I don't need that many. Actually, I might put them at the top end. To start with. Yeah. Oh. What's he complaining about? 2 objects are under attack. The reason being, my turrets have not got coverage. Why did... What? Destroyed? Where have these come from? Oh, they're at the top there. What? I have no idea. How did they get in? I don't understand what was going on there. Can they get past? Oh, they can get past. Shoot. Almost literally. Oh, and it's cut the power there. Oh, and here as well. I guess good thing that old Compilatron is immortal. 2 turrets to engage with it. Yeah, they're coming in proper waves now, you see. What I need is iron. So this is producing something. So I'll leave the copper for a minute and repeat our abomination instead. Oh, I've put it in the wrong place, haven't I? Some more of them. So there you go, because they're only limited to that range. How are we doing? So this is backing up. How many bits of ammo have I got? I'm approaching 100, I think. Need some belt. I can set this going again. I'll set these going again. Oh, what's going on? Destroyed. They seem to love the power poles, don't they? Ah, you see, that's what's going on. They're going for something down here. So if we plot that in there. Oh look, yeah, they're coming around there. You little bleeders. Thankfully, they seem to be more interested in destroying the stuff than me. I haven't got any more gun turrets. Okay. It's because they're coming in sort of randomly. Empty gun turret. Oh, it means that one. Okay. So, I do have more of these. Don't have more of them though. I might actually just save the game again. Because we're getting quite a lot of biters coming in. I wasn't quite anticipating them coming in sort of a regular stream like that. I don't remember them doing that last time. It was more big waves rather than... Because what will happen, that you know, these numbers will ramp up. Look at them going. So how are we doing with ammo? Because there's a risk this is actually unsalvageable. And that is, you can get into that situation in the game. Basically because... So I've got a buck ton of walls now. Okay. So how many turrets can I make? I need lots of turrets. 27 rounds out of 60. To repair this. See, I don't really need copper at the moment. Oh shoot, that's gone on to there. Because I've linked them up. I can put this coal in the thing, can't I, anyway? No, I'm not. I don't need copper at the moment, anyway. But I can put all of the coal in here. To these lads. Repair that. Probably want it a bit more of some more repair files, really. 250 walls. How many turrets can I make? Not too many. Oh, you need copper for that, actually. How much have I got? I've got loads then. I've only got 10 left, okay. So what we can do, you see, put a bit of a wall in. And what they actually try and do is they run up and then initially they try and find a way around. If they can't find a way around, then they start eating the wall. How much ammo have we got? This does cover, doesn't it? Look at the map. No, it doesn't. Shoot. I'll put one there, just with a little bit of ammo in. Okay. Let me think. Okay, so that's copper. So some copper is now being produced. Not enough iron's being produced. Never is. How many turrets can we build? Not too many. See, they just sort of nom on the wall for a bit. And you can just run up and repair your wall. Yep, so they're really coming in. How are we doing with ammo? 20 there. 135, that's not too bad. I had hoped to get around 200. What I might just do is plot this on Research this. Needs 150, you see. I'll just leave it to burn through those reds so that we got a little bit of research, that research done. So we need way more iron production, and how we can do that is to have not quite such a stupid setup. But we need to be fairly quick about it, otherwise these lads will eat our faces off. Somebody's chewing on something. Yeah, these are out of ammo. Okay. Just whack loads of ammo in there. So it takes them a good long while to get through the walls. Okay, so what we should actually be doing is having this over here, and as we said, as we did on the other side. Oh no, no, no. Not like that. Like that. As we did on the other side, we will have these here. One more maybe. So that our coal's coming through. Can we do that? Actually, I could have it. The actual smelters. Yeah, couldn't I? I'm forgetting my own designs. I do a thing here. Most people, they do like a continuous run of them. What I do is I put them like that, because then we've got coverage on both sides. So, in good spaghetti style, what I'm aiming for is to have these like this. Oh, I've run out of power poles of that. Yeah, it looks like it. Because we can then put an equivalent thing along the top there. Crikey! I might gather all of this up. And use the coal up top. Right, you're out of thing, are you? You see the rate they're coming at now? This is why sort of a lot of, shall we say, experienced Factorio players have sort of complained about the campaign. I suspect we may be in a bit of a death spiral. I'm not sure I can produce. Shall I double? If I double up the walls, then that gives me even more breathing room. repair what's there, some of which is looking quite dented. Okay. So what I want to do is repeat this on the other side. You really need to get cracking with reducing iron. About. Yeah, I did sort of mention I do this thing here, like with the power pole, do 2, and then put the power pole, and it's because you can then have one power pole. If you don't do that, then basically you because the power pole, if you put it on one side, it can't, small power pole this is, it can't actually power anything on this side, so you end up with double the number of power poles being used basically. And it also looks very ugly. Okay, so we've got loads and loads of a big iron array going on now. So we should be backing up. How close are we to this target of 50? A fair way off actually, so we could probably put another couple of machines in. Or at least one more anyway. Something being damaged. No objects are being damaged. Where are they being damaged? Just 40 in there. At the top. We're right around at the top, are we? So it is feeling a bit like we're perhaps getting over our death spiral. Maybe. We've killed an awful lot of biters. Okay, so what have I got in terms of iron here? I'm going to grab all of this. All this lovely iron. I need some more miner drills going on there, because that's not enough raw iron ore coming in. And that's not filling that belt, okay, so we've got a bit of breathing room going on. I probably need to fill that side of the belt to really do all of these. Can I do that? I can certainly build some more. If I manually bake a load of ammo as well. I'm surprised we haven't been, although we were attacked, weren't we? Got 92 there. Another couple of these. Now that should close to saturate that belt. I could get one more in. It's not run out, is it? Okay. Yeah, I could probably get one more in. And yeah, that seems like that would then reach. How are we doing? God, it's a bit stressful this. Fill everything up over here. How many awards we got? Only 43, but we got 150 nearly in total. Okay. Grab a bit more of this iron. Yeah, so that's feeding all of those. It's not backing up though, so we get one more in. Are we out of our death spiral? Possibly. I need some more gun turrets if we're going to do some some real damage to these biter lads. You see they're coming in this stream. That'll just keep more and more and more and more. Okay, so I want to build some more repair packs. Let's build one more. Are we lacking iron again? Always lacking iron. Thankfully this is getting to a stage where it's backing up. F key. Where's the F key? There's the F key. Okay, so what we can do here is also start... Need some more assemblers. Start with our actual science. So to do science I need... I need more assemblers. So that's going to be science. But I need some more of them. At the very least. We've not hit this 50 production thing with the firearms, so at least one more is needed. So that's, I got way more than 200 now. I got loads and loads and loads. So we can basically not max these out. So get 50 in each of them. So the death spiral I was talking about is basically you can't produce enough sort of ammo or power or whatever you're using to defend yourself with for the attacks that are coming, and essentially you're on a losing proposition because the resources you are producing are going into producing more. So that gets us 19. I wanted 20. And how many balls have I got kicking about? 175. I wanted 200 of them. Let's just rob a bit of stuff. Yeah, so I was making them, wasn't I? I've only got... What happened to the other assembly machines I had queued up? Guess I didn't. Thought I had several queued up. So that's gear wheels, and input from there, that's science. I don't actually know, I'm not sure how many each of these will support. We'll give something like that a go. No, not that mean. Blooming inserters. Oh, we're getting red warnings here. Object damage, okay. If I build one more of them, and grab a load of ammo, maybe we've got loads of ammo, 20, yeah, that's okay. So I don't know whether that will sustain itself, but here we go. Okay, so I've got 20 of them, need some more repair packs ideally. So we will attempt to do our push out. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game. Campaign 3. And I'm going to do something called turret creep. Actually, should I go and... If I go and grab... I can't get through there. If I go and grab... Yeah, okay. Where I'm trying to get to is over there. Oh, that's weird. It gives a different noise when you're in your map. Huh. So yeah, what we do with turret creeps is we literally put down turret. Oh. 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 So massive attacks incoming. It seems you understand. It seems you understand how to play, and we think you can survive in a free-play game. If you would like to see what the future demo will hold, you are welcome to continue exploring this map. What the future demo will hold. You are exploring this map, which will expand when you click continue. There are a few hidden surprises. We have also prepared a challenge if you would like to try it. To begin, just go and see what Compilertron wants. If you find time, please send us the contents of your script output directory. You can send it to ben.buckton@factorio.com. Regardless of what you choose, thank you for testing. So that's different. It didn't work like that before. You actually had to do a research that it stopped effectively after you did that target research. But it looks like they've stopped this quote campaign when you hit that goal of, at whatever it was, 12 a second or 12 a minute or something that it had up there. Okay. So, shall we see what this challenge is? Oh! Okay. So that's very different. Shall we go and talk to Compilertron then? See what this is about. So this is new. Where's he going? Engineer required waiting. Yeah, so these are the what happened before is these biters came in. Oh. That's what you had to do before. That was the end of the campaign, the logistic science pack technology. It didn't pop up any messages, did it? Now, is that because it's bugged? Or is that because I had these turrets and they wiped out the enemies and that was not what was meant to happen? Let's have a look at the map, shall we? I'm tempted to just run off and see. Oh, look! There's a car. And what the heck is going on over here? So I'm sort of tempted. I wonder what that is. To just run over and try and see if I can do them rather than... Well, the question I've got is whether this random spawn point it's using is still doing its thing here. Because I could go and wipe out these bases, you see. And then there wouldn't be any attacks coming in at all. I suspect that's not the case. Well, they've probably given you... There's probably a... What's that? I am, aren't you? Yeah, so there's probably a... Shall I at least show you turret creep? Or how I do turret creep, anyway. So, what we do is we put a little block of turrets and we essentially grab our previous turrets and then we move forward, and you see the green circles, so you move and you ensure that you are within green circles of your previous turret layer, and you know that because as you hold a turret you can see the green circle, yeah, so you can make sure that you have not run outside it. I say, and that's how I do, well, bullet turret creep. laser turret creep, I tend to use a blueprint because I have bots by then. So where are we? We've got loads of things over there. I need to go and stock up if I can with more. I hope that won't run out of juice, as it were. Should have left more turrets over there. That was a little bit dumb. I can actually hand make some as well. Obviously. If you get particularly big waves when you're turret creeping, you kind of want to put more turrets down, so you might do a line of 3 or something like that. So what we want to have is a sort of a line of turrets up here. I'm not actually sure we're producing enough ammo to really sort of justify this. This may be a massive mistake. And then we want some walls. Lots of walls. Lots of walls. Bust our way through here. So I'm not convinced I've got enough ammo to do this. I don't think I'm producing it enough. But those walls will keep them nomming away for ages. How much ammo have we produced? As I say, probably not enough for this to be quite a thing we should be doing just yet. Confused myself then. Oh, I don't know. We've got. So I can manually make a load. How much have I got? Yeah, I can manually make a load. 100 walls. Okay. I can actually pinch some of this as well. Oh, it's taken all. Well, I can also take these. So we're getting warning messages because they're engaging, but we're not yet getting a red message that something's being nommed on. have got one turret without ammo though. So my plan is to go and try and take these out. But we're going to save the game. Let's just call it 3A. In case something happens, so sneak over. You can leave those as sort of an emergency run back place. Oh, what's he moaning about? Oh shoot. They are coming in on the other side. Dang. This could be it. This could be the end of us. Forgot about the other side, you see. But luckily, they are more interested in the... Well, no, we got them as well. At least they don't like compiler-tron. Okay. Need to make some more turrets. I think we lost a load of stuff there, didn't we? We didn't lose power though, so that's good. Grab all of this. And more of them. This is a bit of a flip round, isn't it? Bit of a switch up, as it were. So I've only got 4. So just having to really concentrate on this. Oh dear. See, that's only given us 100. What other research has it given us? Logistic science packs. So it looks like it lets you then expand into sort of a full game. It's a bit brutal though, isn't it? Coming straight in and this is... You know, what faces you, as it were, these enormous waves of See, what I don't know is whether we're getting these here because of the usual Factorio, you know, the normal Factorio. What am I trying to think of? So, what normally triggers attacks? There we go. Lost one there. Lost some of these. Crikey. Did a bit of a number over here, didn't they? What else? I lost one of them. There. Did we lose any? Oh, we did. We lost the mining drill, so replace that. Gun turrets. Yes, so I need a mining drill there. Copper will be back online. See this, I believe this is like the source. This is like the problem that people are talking about. This is only this hard, I think, because I'm overproducing and it's triggering attacks from all of these biters. You see this red stuff, this is our pollution, and these biter nests that are in pollution will attack you. They'll send attack waves. Well, if I was manually doing, if I was handcrafting a lot of stuff, I wouldn't be pushing anywhere near as much pollution. But I'm not, because I'm, I was going to say a good Factorio player, in quotes, an experienced Factorio player. How are we doing on power production? I've got a sneaky feeling we might be somewhere close to our capacity. I wasn't expecting it to continue like this. I'm not totally sure how much of it I want to actually do as a part of the episode. I think we've done the campaign, haven't we? I think that's what it was sort of telling us. That the campaign, as they put it into 0.17, is done, but they've got plans for a bigger, longer, you know, more in-depth campaign. If they have, then my recommendation to them would be to ease off a bit with the biter lads. Gun turret detected over here, look. So that's shooting speed. Should we start the research on that? I'm not sure what will happen when we do that. Finish this off, at the very least. What's he moaning about? It's over here. You see, that's because I left them, or had to leave them, because of this. So I'm not convinced I'm producing enough ammo to sort of achieve kind of need to. Yeah, these are really low on ammo. So we were in a death spiral, we just didn't really know it. Oh, it's got 76. Oh, it's got 70. Okay. So let's try and put 10 in each. Because there are worms over here as well, you see. See that noise? Yeah, that noise. That's the worms and biters and stuff. They make this horrendous noise now. And I am out of things. Walked into the acid. What I was hoping to do was try and sort of thin out the... No. Run away. Because it's really the bases we need to worry about. The worms are just worms, you know, they're just turrets effectively. Can I get round to the... I don't think I can get round to those without... I bet those are all run out of... Yeah, those are all out of ammo. So what I was hoping... Have the attacks calmed down a bit? Look at the pollution. No. Okay. 125. See, you see that's given a bit of time for them to, you know, produce a good chunk of ammo. So what I want to do is set up This is like playing a death world. What I really want to do, you see, is not quite have them so densely packed and feed ammo between them. So really I want them one apart. And then we have a inserter between each of them. Right? Which of course we need to power. And we have a chest, which we can singly fill this chest up, you know, with a bunch, and what it does is let's make sure we've got power coverage. Just makes it easier to fill them up because these inserters will essentially ensure that they've always got 10 in each, and so that we don't end up with a sort of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a sort of Rodney Peter to play Paul experience all down the line. We'll have a couple of chests with stuff in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many did I do before? 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, we've now got 50 in there, load more in there, still going. I think they ensure they have 10, don't they? Yeah. So it's 50 in there. So we've now got a bit of a buffer. Yeah. What I want to do . What you can sort of do, right, is effectively sort of create put it sort of a funneling thing with walls. We've obviously run out of ammo at the other side. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it. Crikey. Okay, this is going to be a bit close. Because that's quite a big attack. Okay, I've only got 11 walls, okay. What's it I know about here? So we need more walls so that we can create a funnely thing there as well. We've got these walls, but it'd take me a while to pull them up. How many boxes have I got? I want a few more boxes. Okay, there's no... This is not producing any more because these have run out, basically. Shoot. Oh, I should run the power poles over, shouldn't I? And I've run out of power poles. I'm going to need a lot more inserters. What is it moaning about? Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Put this here. And put that in there. So how many... What I can actually do. 10, 10, 10, 10. Yeah, 13, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay. Oh dear. Oops, wrong way. To do that. That's annoying. Where am I going to get some more walls? I can pull these walls up. This is a bit intense, isn't it? So I don't think it's really meant to be quite like this. Because I'm supposed to have been, as a new player, supposed to have been handcrafting a lot of stuff, where I've been making it, you know. That's not all out of ammo already, is it? Crikey. I just no. Oh no, that's the engagement. Okay. How are we doing? So what I was hoping to do. Oh, some of them are empty. Crikey, already. No, it doesn't help that that's the wrong way around. 100 in there. 100 in there. I don't know why are you nomming on there? So what that'll hopefully do is encourage them to go down into the middle where we've got a greater concentration of fire. 100. Let's see what they do. And he's nomming on the wall. I don't know why some of them choose to nom on the wall and others just, you know, alter their path. It's kind of annoying. So what was I doing? I was grabbing this, wasn't I? Okay. What are we complaining about now? So I don't know why some of them choose to chew on the wall. It's very sort of weird. I think I'm gonna knock this on the head. I'm not finding this particularly fun, if I'm honest with you. Oh no, I'm nearly done. Okay, when that finishes, then we'll call that a day. How many we got in there now? Only 17. Not align that properly. Should we go and see how much ammo we've got left? So you in the real game, in the main game, you wouldn't be triggering this volume of attack this quickly. So this area here would have started clear of biters, and they would have come and attacked you and stuff, but it wouldn't be this intense. They've clearly ramped it up. I say, I've seen why they want to teach players to. There we go. So that's the logistics science pack. So I'm going to call it a day there. Yeah, the campaign is okay. I think it has a few missteps, if I'm totally honest, with these researchers about doing basic mining and those sorts of things, and like locking off green circuits until you've done a tech that is only exclusive to the campaign. I think that's teaching slightly the wrong things there. I can understand why they've done it, because they want you to learn certain things, and doing that, if you could manually craft red science packs, they'd lose that opportunity to teach you certain things. But as I say, it's a bit odd that that's not how the main game works. So I'm not sure about that. Also, this idea of turning it into a wave-based shooter at this stage seems a bit off. I'm not quite sure why it's sort of harder than the main game. It's almost like a Death World at the moment. Yeah, I'm not sure about that idea. But yeah, so that's the campaign. As you see, I was prepping for it to go on to do this stage before, because that's where it ended before, rather. Stopped at this point, the campaign. But as you saw, we got the message saying it stopped earlier, so I was perhaps prepping for something that wasn't really coming, if you see what I mean. Although it looks like this may become the main campaign. If it does, as noted, I hope they turn the biters down a little bit, because it's a little unfair, in my opinion, at the moment. Anyway, so that's the Factorio campaign as it stands at the moment. If it's updated again, I'll probably play it through again and give some thoughts on that new version. Probably not till 0.17 is stable, though. I personally am probably going to see if I can run around and perhaps and see what those structures are. I will probably die in the process, but we'll see what happens. So if you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been the Factorio campaign. Thanks for watching. Cheers. So I just thought I'd make an extra additional note here. I'm adding this in, having basically just ended the recording. I hit the OK, the continue on the that research screen, and it's come up saying I've now finished the campaign. Well, I'll read you what it says. Congratulations, you survived. Now that you've completed this introductory scenario, you have a few options. You could start a new free play game on a randomly generated world. This is the way that Factorio was designed to be played. Enjoying the combat? Then try Wave Defense, a defense-focused scenario. Thank you for playing. So that message, it popped up before. That was not... I don't quite understand what's happened there, because that's basically... It's given me two end screens, if you see what I mean. So I don't really understand what's going on there. Yeah, I'm a bit confused by that. So it looks like that was... The green is still the end, but it gave me a, you finished screen before. So yeah, very strange. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd interject that little note. I've not recorded that, the screen. So yeah.